softball fields.
Yes.
New dugouts,
New
new
dugouts,
everything.
working on the concession stand. I heard they even had a press box. I heard they did it so that it would be tall enough for you, because
Yes,
they're
they
thinking
did.
you probably are going to be out there to cover some of these games,
And it's
especially the night games.
air conditioned too.
Sure.
It
yes.
is, no it is. Air conditioned.
Have you noticed to do anything just kind of second rate? I mean, when we do it, it's like it's got to be good for the next 40 years. So.
And it is. Lights, the lights are unbelievable. And
Yeah.
we're going to have a night game in September.
Yeah, I think next month, September 6th or something. I'll get you the exact date, but it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a great environment now for students because it is a 24/7 campus with student housing.
Yeah, it is.
When that was first unveiled, waiting lists mile long, still very popular, but you added more options.
Added more options. Some students wanted individual, spaces, but others really loved the apartment style with 4 kids in a suite, but still their own lockable private bedrooms. It's just so nice to have kids back, even in the summertime. They've been around and walking around on campus and in the dining room. It's just good to see them back again. So all of our activities, we're putting them back on the calendar again. We have a big welcome week for all of our students. There's still a ton of students meeting with their navigators to get their schedules worked out right now. There's still some room in housing, but every day another 6-8 units gets locked in. So I think, I think we're going to be full or pretty close to it. Very excited about that.
Still the room if you want.
Still room. Yeah, I know it's gorgeous out now, but don't forget those lovely winter days. So classes start in about 3 weeks, but again, that's just the first 7 week, right? I mean, you can pretty much show up out there and talk to a navigator and put together a plan and start the next great time, which is probably not going to be more than 7 weeks away.
Yeah, 15-week and 7-week sessions begin in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Less than 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh
Great
my gosh.
stuff.
Did this summer go by fast for you?
It was, I don't know where it went, seriously. Other than the fact we were doing faculty negotiations, but talk about something that went incredibly well and fast. It was that too. So yeah, contracts ratified for the next 3 years and the board approved it last night and we're good to go. I mean, it's things are going well. People are working well together. I know COVID was tough on everyone and I don't want to say that, that was a good thing in any way, shape, or form, but some really good things came out of that. I think that have helped us do things better, streamline it more, made us more efficient, and quite honestly, I think more appreciative of each other and the work that we do.
Yeah, it was, many years ago and I think this was pretty typical between the rank and file and administration at any kind of an organization where there were contentious negotiations and disagreements, but it seems like everyone's got the same mission. It's mission focused at JC, and I guess when all the oars are paddling in the same direction, it's good for everybody.
It's amazing what we can accomplish when we're all heading in the same direction, absolutely. And great leadership from the faculty union and support union, so good relationships. You probably don't know this, but they appreciate me because I'm direct and to the point, but I'm also very honest and I shoot straight.
Oh, I know that about you.
So I think that's kind of all they were looking for, and I appreciate that in return, and that's why we can get some really great things accomplished.
Yes, if Cindy Allen is anything, she's direct and to the point.
Sometimes to a fault, but
Now, we talked about the advantages of living on campus, and one thing that it's changed, and I think you had played a big part in that, and that is taking over the food service and having that an in-house service and having your own staff, Chef Greg heading up, and that's one of the first things the students talk about.
It is, and I've been in the dining room before towards the end of the semester when some of these kids are getting ready to leave. They all know him by name, they talk to him every day, and they're going, "You're going to be here next fall, right? Because if you are, I'm going to live in housing because I want to be here for the food." And again, it's still another recruiting tool, right? The parents will come in with the kids, they're looking around. Sometimes they'll end up in the Jet store, which we also took in-house. And to learn the relationship that we have with a digital content provider. So instead of spending $200, $300, $500 for books, you can get the digital version on your computer or Kindle or whatever you take with you for $50 a class. So for some of the parents who know all the extras that come when you sign up for class, they're like, yeah, we're staying here. And then all of a sudden they're in the jet store buying JC apparel and they're excited, or they'll walk in the hangar and they'll see the big plane up there and it's like, yep, over here where the subway used to be, we're gonna have wings and pizza. And I'm sorry, but it is all about the food, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
So wings and pizza coming to the Jets
wings
hangar?
and pizza, yeah, all different kinds of sauces and rubs, and yeah, it'll be open a little bit later at night. Kids, you know, they like to eat all the time. So
Is there a freshman 15 at JC?
a freshman 15?
Yeah, 15 pounds gained during your freshman year?
No, I know it kind of doesn't work that way for the employees, unfortunately. And I've been there too many years, so that's a really, really bad thing. So, yeah.
Enrollment, it's up, and that's good news.
Yeah, enrollment is up. Everyone's ready to put everything behind us, and the students that were taking classes online, and some very, very successfully, are just very interested to come and get that college experience and interact with other individuals on campus and some of the fun stuff we have performed or put together up in the hangar. So
are we done with online pandemic learning?
I don't think we're ever going to be done with online because, like I said, a number of students had great success.
So there will be
And
there's some?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I would say probably at least half still. And it could be a combination of both, a couple classes in person and maybe one or two online. But people have very busy lives, whether they have children or a couple of jobs. And I think they really realized how easy it was for most of them to juggle it all. And then I just want the option to be able to do my homework at midnight, if that's what works for me, instead of, you know, attending sometime during the day. So it'll be a nice mix, probably a lot like it was before, but maybe even more so. You know, we learned how to do a lot of things really great even before that hit, and a lot of it is just on-demand tutoring when you want it. So if there's kids at midnight that need help with their calculus problems and there's a tutor that's set to available, they can hop on and do a Zoom and talk them through it and get what you need when you want it. And that's what we're all about, meeting our students where they're at.
Something new too at JC, these affinity groups have been established. Let's see what you've got: Hispanic, LGBTQ.
We have religious, African American. We have Asian Pacific. We're just in the process right now, actually, of filling one of those positions. We did have one for the Indian community. That person recently left. We really weren't able to get that off the ground very well, but we're going to take a look. Maybe we'll look at Pakistani.
So with each of these, you've got a person, a staffer, that's heading things up, and you're putting into place some activities. I know during May, Asian Pacific Islander Month, you had special events and a ceremony.
Yeah, they're all great people. We've had a great time, and they've connected really well with individuals in our community. Liz has done a great job with our elder community, doing some things with them and so forth. So yeah, they enjoy it, and our community enjoys being connected to Jackson College in yet even more ways.
Next month, you've got Heritage, or what is it? Heritage
Hispanic,
Festival.
Yeah.
Hispanic Heritage?
Yeah, it used to always be on our campus, but now much like Juneteenth, you know, bringing it downtown, making it bigger, having other entities involved in it to make it a bigger community
Fun.
event. So yeah, I think it's like 3 to 8. So it'll be fun. People can come down after work, or students, and enjoy the food, the entertainment, and be part of the larger community.
Great. Well, I know there will be a lot of people coming to the shows at Potter Center because you've got a tremendous lineup.
Thank you.
And people will be able to enjoy the all-new music hall, completely renovated. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Didn't do anything that hurt the acoustics in there. Replaced some carpet that was more than 40 years old. So it was time. And Sandra did a great job, put together a great program, put it on sale, and it's been selling like hotcakes out the door. So
What's the biggest selling concert that you have right now?
REO.
I knew you were going to say that.
Of course. Yeah, it's like, let's go big. I mean, this was supposed to be last year was supposed to be our big reopening, but it ended up turning into another cancellation, another move, to the point where we just had to rebook all of the shows we'd already committed to. So this is kind of the new, here we are, we're back, full force. Those who want to wear a mask in there are certainly more than welcome to, but you know, let's just get out and have some fun. People need to laugh and enjoy themselves and just have a couple of hours of something that feels really normal and good and something that you really missed.
Yeah, it's not just the music hall, it's all the lobby area, the entrance, the outdoors, the
Yes.
plaza.
Yeah, no more steps, easy to get into. Please don't drive your car down there. But very easy to get in the doors now, just
People
on a
want
nice
to drive,
slope.
people want to park really close.
I know, we don't have a parking problem, we have a walking
Yes,
problem.
that's
But yeah, we would love to see everybody out there. Come on out and see us. It's nice to run into people in grocery stores saying, oh my God, I saw your season, it looks amazing. So looking forward to seeing everybody again out there.
And the Bauman Theater, that's still under construction, right?
Yeah, at this point in time, it's kind of hurry up and wait. You know, we finally agreed on what kind of lighting we want, but like with everything else, it's slow coming back ordered, and then we have to schedule installation. So hopeful, probably too hopeful, second half of the season, sometime after January, February, hoping that we can reopen that and have it ready to go. So
What's the next big capital project on the campus?
as of 12 o'clock today, I think one of the things President's looking at, it's not a major capital outlay, but it's to do kind of a big bubble building kind of a thing over by the field house. Yeah, that. But true capital outlay, it's trying to take care of McDivitt Hall. We did some slight renovations in it probably early on when the president was first here, 15 years ago maybe. But the rest of it now really needs a really major facelift. And so, yeah, that's on the docket. We'll see what happens with it. You know him, he'll be running up and down the 127 corridor, burning it up, trying to lobby to see if we can make that happen. Because as you know, we get 50 cents from the state for every dollar that we spend on something like that. So any opportunity we have to do something like that is a good day.
Yeah, that'll be the welcome addition, particularly for the sports teams to be able to practice in cold weather in the rain. Maybe a golf simulator or a golf
Wouldn't that be
indoor
fun?
golf.
Now you're thinking of the golf place out on the highway.
Not the one that remember that.
No,
They tend to they can
they can.
deflate.
Yeah, that makes me nervous too. But
Yeah.
no one asked my opinion on that one. It'll just be cool to have another practice space though, because they are kind of on top of each other. But then it's also another great reason why a lot of our student athletes live in housing, because sometimes they get the 5 or 6 a.m. practices, or they get to practice at night. So certainly would make life for them much easier living on campus.
And there's opportunity to live on campus. All classes enrolling right now for fall semester, and it's
Yes.
everything's online.
Everything is online too, and we have a lot of great jobs available. We'll be hitting that hard the first week of class. Anybody that's living or not even living there, but if you're living in housing, definitely Greg's looking for help, especially on the weekends for some of his major events. And it includes like a really great meal too. So I know, are you interested? I'll give him your name.
Well, I know Dee and Jack Jackson love to serve as ambassadors at the shows.
They do a great job. Dee loves to chat with everyone, and Jack's just in it for the hugs, but yeah.
All right, sign up, register for student housing, classes,
Classes.
meal plan. You don't even
Meal
have to
plan,
live there to be a meal
Jet
plan.
store, come get your great Jets clothing, wear it around town, be proud, hometown.
It's our college. Thanks, Cindy.
It is. Thank you. It's great seeing you.
Great to see you. Vice President of Administration at Jackson College, approaching half a century. Cindy Allen.
Awesome. Thank you.
More to come on today's show. Next, a preview of the return of the Civil War muster. Maurice Imhoff is the president of the Civil War muster, and it's coming up this month. Stay tuned.